What's up, peeps? So, as you may be able to tell, this is a really impromptu video, but it's something I actually need to get off my chest, and I'm actually quite excited about it. Like, you know when you just find the answers to life? Ta-dang! So, basically, last night, I was laying in bed, and as per usual, my mind is going on overdrive, and I started thinking about trust. Okay, like, is trust real? What is trust? How can we, if I preach that we shouldn't live a life with expectations, that as soon as we remove expectations, we can live a freer life full of opportunity. As soon as any kind of expectation limits you because there's a chance of failure. So I started thinking about that, and I was like, how can we ever truly trust somebody if we can't even control our own thoughts half the time? Like, being honest, there's a very, very tiny minority of people that can genuinely control their own thoughts. And we often make mistakes. We're human. We'll hurt people by accident, and they lose trust in us. So that got me thinking. And it's not that I'm saying I distrust anyone. I haven't been burned. I've got no big story here. I was just thinking about it. So I put it on my status on Snapchat and started conversing with a few people about it. And so there's one person telling me about how they've been burnt so many times that they just can't trust people anymore, which I thought was really sad, and I got it. And then somebody else was saying that, of course, trust has to be a thing, because that's when you tell other people your secrets. If you didn't trust that person, why would you go and give them that information about yourself or whatever you're discussing? And I was like, yeah, okay, I get what they're saying, but I still just don't think it exists. Like, how can we trust anybody like that 100%? So yeah, it carried on. I was up till like 2 a.m. talking to people about it, and kept going. Then it started again today, and I was talking to people about it. Even my parents' friends came over, and I was like, views, trust. Their view on it was, it's there's different aspects to trust. So you might say that you trust somebody to be there for you. You trust someone to have your back. You trust someone not to intentionally hurt you, which I got what they were saying. And I was like, okay, that's a fair point. Then I had my client this morning, and she was saying to me that she thinks it's not necessarily a case of trust, it's a case of respect. So when you tell someone a secret, it's because if you respect that person, you are going to assume that they respect you. But obviously we all know that sometimes that just doesn't happen. So yeah, carried on going on in my brain. And then I was messaging someone whilst I was in the gym about it, and I was like, damn, like, I need an answer to this, because this just seems so out there. So anyway, I decided, fine, fuck it, I'm just going to go on Instagram Live and discuss this. So I was discussing this for a good 10-15 minutes with a couple of people, and someone was saying that they think trust has to be real, because that's why you've got, like, the government and how society runs, because you've got war and all that kind of... I'm sorry, but if we're basing trust on war and the government, then I definitely don't think this is the conversation to be having. So, we bypassed that one, and then someone else said, yeah, you have to have trust. Like, I trust someone until they give me a reason not to. I got that point as well, but no, that still didn't answer my question, because I still just don't think you can 100% trust someone. Again, you can trust that their intentions are right, but even then, like, I'm not in that person's mind. So carried on talking. All of a sudden, it was like a light bulb. And it just made sense. And honestly, I've been having these conversations with people like for the last 24 hours. And it's not a case of trusting other people. It's about trusting yourself. So when you go and tell somebody a secret, it's because you trust your own instincts on that person's character. When you are getting burnt, when you keep getting burnt, maybe you need to assess why. Because it's not on them. You're the one trusting them. Maybe you just need to trust yourself a bit more and go with your gut. Know yourself a bit more. I don't know. These are just my thoughts, but for me, that made perfect sense. Once again, it all comes back to you. The answers always lie within. And that's going to help me sleep at night anyway. So yeah, I just needed to get this off my chest. Even though I've just finished leg day, just finished some food. But I just had to share it because it gets me excited when the universe provides me with answers. So yeah. Have a blessed day. Love you.